Islam Moorish. Oh yeah. So we dealing with Beikoku and Koi Bay. So Beikoku means to sell out a nation, to sell out or subjugate one's nation. Um, Koi Bay, koi is the lucky fish or the fish that brings luck and fortune to the water. So when you think about Moors, Moors are the people who bring um, luck and fortune to the waters as merchants and controlling the seas as the Pidiots or pirates or Pir Idiots, because the Pir is actually an elder of learned Islamic background, a Sufi of high degree. And what the pirates were his muftis. They rode out for him. And guess who he was? He was the daughter of one of the mothers that used to know how to sail by themselves. We talking about the women of the Al Hurriya. So Alhurra, Al Hurra. So that's a title, and then there's actual a woman named Saida Al Hurra that was like the first one of this riding out. So the Ottoman women, they was sailing, they was kicking ass, and then like Khalifa, how they hide her story in 1519. She came across the that would be Mu area. So she came across what would be California through Hong Kong region, went down bottom and met the Mediterranean wars and was fighting to try to save the Ottoman Empire. Once everybody was flipping and selling the mothers out, she wound up converting to Christianity, came back to California, and see, that's how stuff happened. That's how stuff happened to where now you got mothers talking about be Christian and all that. They show you that in the movie called The Daughters of the Dusk. Daughters of the Dusk. Now that's about like them women. That's will be my family bloodline when you look at those women. Daughters of the Dusk. So this is talking about the Gullah Geechee and the women is down there in is down there by like Louisiana. And back in the day, what they was about. These women was, they was Moorish. They knew about the land. In the movie, they showed that the grandmother, she was still connected to the ancient stuff. But what they did show was that there was already the idea of them coming from Africa already put upon them. So they was already in subjugation. Because where do you get that idea from? The truth is that La Amistad, the slaves on that ship, they didn't make it to America. They burnt that bitch down. But what our people do is we try to make slavery stay alive because we don't understand we're under some type of mind control and ritual by our cousins and the European who our cousins have miscegenated with. So it'll be like get us to believe things that never even was real just to subjugate it. So one of the stories is that, the reason why we on this land because we was the water walkers, because when the ship burned down, people on the land seen the people walk on water from the ship. Nobody walked on water. The ship burned down and people seen people dying, screaming to death, burning to death. That's what it was. But to make light of the story for the children, they say, oh, well, the people survived and they walked to water. That's why we're here. Instead of just saying, yeah, we used to live in the empire deep into the lands, but we got driven out by the cousins that look like us, dealing with invaders. And so now we're on the outskirts of the land by the shores. Watch Apocalypto and you'll know what I'm talking about. Like the people in the middle of the land that had the pyramid and everything, sacrificing everybody. Those were the amalgamated, like effed up ones that like the mixed with any foreigners that they seen. See how they got when they got to the shore? Y'all up here doing deals and want to talk to these people that's coming to y'all land with men, armor, and ships. They forgot all about chasing Jaguar Paul, which would be Tesla Polka. They forgot all about chasing him when them Europeans came onto the shore, because it was that real. They never seen no ships before. But what happened? Y'all forgot all about y'all religious ways or y'all indigenous spirituality and how to know about things to happen before they happen. Because you gotta listen to the mothers. They know about all the psychic abilities and the oracles of the future and the prophecies about who's about to come to the land, when it's going to happen, what conditions in the weather to look for when it's close. But nah, they forgot all about sticking to the mothers. They wanted to listen to men. But the men don't have that ability to tap into the cosmos like that and predict things. All he gonna do is guess, unless he a prophetic son. And then prophet sons was frowned upon. So when you look at Apocalypto, the prophet's son is brought to they damn little crap when they were sacrificing everybody. That's why they went to his land. They knew one of them was the prophet. They didn't know it was him. They knew one of them was. But when it got dark when they was about to sacrifice Jaguar Paul and the eclipse happened, that's symbolic of his control of the sun because of who his mother was. He know how to push the sun and make the moon cover it when it's needed, because that's symbolic of his power and his divine energy of what he really is. So they had to let him go. They kept sacrificing because you see the stupidity of these people. The sun blocks out because of what y'all doing. Y'all wait for the sun to move and then you keep doing the same stuff. Okay, that's why there is no more Maya or Aztec, because we come through like, yo, we Moors. They like, we're not Moors. We're sacrificing everybody who calls themselves Moors. We're ripping hearts out. Why? What the hell are y'all doing? You do know that's my grandpop's pyramid, right? Nobody wants to talk about that. Your grandpop was named Kukulkan. My name is Quetzalcoatl. Wow, bro. Plum serpent. You're the feathered serpent. What are you doing? What are you doing? Plume serpent, feather serpent. What are you doing? See, playing around. That's people playing around. Because how come they ain't had a mothers? Nowhere to be found. No, where's the mothers at? Subjugated, painted all up, dancing, up here acting like what do you call it? Prostitutes. Because they subjugated them to that point. The women used to be on top of the pyramid. Now you got all these people look like they doing dope up there. They high as hell on top of the pyramid. And I don't mean off of no ayahuasca. Dope. Watch the movie again. So Beikoku, we go back to that. Koi Bay. Koi Bay means rich and prosperous land of Babylon. Told Moors, you got to study outside of your comfortable teachings. You'll find that everywhere it's talking about here. Babylon's America. But the Asians, when they study and they do their thing, they call Babylon, old Babylon, America. So when people say they call America Koku Bay, that makes sense. Bay Koku, I don't know, because that ain't right. Koku Bay or Koi Bay, yeah, not Bay Koku. With their language, when you say stuff reversed, it actually means reversed. Like, that's how it's supposed to be. So if I say as above, so below should be waleb. Below, the word below, when I refer to something above me, I should say below, waleb. Waleb, below. As waleb, so below. Because waleb is just below switched back around. And then it's funny because waleb sounds Arabic. So I'm starting to see what the hell they did. Took our language and switched it around and shit. They're going to tell it back to us. And we sitting up here praying. No. You don't pray. You don't pray because prayer is outside of you. What are you, following the sun? That's following me around. Because my mother put it up there. See, it was crazy. It was crazy yesterday. I was listening to the mother. Some bull called in. He didn't understand how the world worked. And I think, to me, it's because they speaking about the Arabic or the Muslim religion. But we got our own religion called Islamism, and it doesn't have nothing to do with that. The prophet said to honor the prophets before us. He never said go take a shahada. That's not what Moors do. I'm telling y'all, I'm promising you. Go look up how a Periet proclaims his service to Allah. It's a whole different word. It's a whole different word. It's not hadith. I mean, it's not shadat. It's not. Here we go. I forgot the damn word, but it's not that shahada. It's not shahada. It's like bayad. I can't remember. But it's something like that. It's some different word that got a title in there somewhere, and it's just basically submitting your will to the service of uplifting fallen humanity. Like, you got to read it. It doesn't say nothing about Allah in there like that. Another thing too. Prophet Muhammad, see, they say that he was an orphan, but then when you look him up, his family was the Quraysh tribe. So how are you an orphan and from the Quraysh tribe? Was somebody trying to hide something? Okay, the Quraysh tribe, Quyresh, I think, right? Quraysh. Those were the people who wrote the Quran, right? To prove that, Prophet Muhammad's grandfather, his last name was Al-Uzza. But Al-Uzza is one of the mothers that used to be worshipped in that region. Dealing with the moon cycles. Wait a minute. So if there was 3 women worshipped at first, Manat, Alat, and Al-Uzza. But then when Muhammad came and said that he's not part of the family he's supposed to be part of, he destroyed all those deities, made them one, Al-Ilah, which is the God, and then made all them mothers subjugated to his daughters, but never said who his wife was, never said who his mother was, nothing, none of that. Just hid them and put them in the darkness, and nobody talks about them no more. That's when you read stuff in the hadith and stuff like that, and some in the Quran. It's stuff that happens where it's no explanation to it. It just happens, and you got to keep going. And one of the things, did y'all know Muhammad used to face the west? Muhammad used to face the Maghrib when he prayed. Why? Oh, because this was the Holy Land? But then, in one of the hadiths, he just up and changes the damn direction. He doesn't say why. Why did he do it? Oh, because Allah gave me the... What? You were subjugating the Moroccan... The Moroccan quarter is being subjugated. That's in history. You can really find that. The Moroccan quarter was where everybody came to do their stuff. Whatever their spirituality or belief system was, they did it there, but it was open and free, and it was not about no one religion. Now watch this. Why can you find all other religions in the Moroccan quarter? Like the Moroccan quarter is present day the Dome of the Rock. Moroccan quarter is present day the Western Wall. Moroccan quarter is present day King David's Temple. Those are all 3 of the religions of the dog head. Why can you find all of them, not in no damn Vatican basement, but in the Moroccan quarter? Do you understand that? Guess what? Guess what happened to it? Because I looked up a picture. There's a Moor looking at his empire like from afar, and it's all these houses and land down at the bottom where the Western Wall is. Now when you look down there, it's all cleared out. It's just flat lands where they go and pray to the wall at. What is the wall called? It's called the Western Wall. What's the temple next to it called? Al-Aqsa Mosque. Now they call the wall the Wailing Wall. You look up wailing in Yiddish, it means Yahweh. To wail in great defiance. That's Yahweh. Yahweh. But hey. But yeah, like something hurts. Yeah. And woe is me. Yeah, whoa. It's not like a god. It's like something that just happened. So the Western Wall or the Wailing Wall, where these people bow their heads at, go watch the movie called The Orient Express and see how all them people had feathers on back in the day. That's the Moroccan quarter. Why did y'all destroy it? There's a bunch of, you can look it up right now. There's a bunch of Israelis, prime ministers that got together back in the 40s, back when they made Israel a real place, and they destroyed the Moroccan Empire. The Moroccan quarter. Destroyed all the houses down there and made it the Wailing Wall. Now, why would they do that if people were supposed to be getting killed off in Germany? You don't even know what you're looking at when it comes to history. You're looking at staged events where real people died, and then they tell you the story. But you don't know what happened. You have no idea what happened. I just told you what Ashkenazi means. The West. The West. So those are just the Westerners. Those are people who took our beliefs of the Western, and that's what they did. The ones in the Khazarians, they took the Eastern beliefs. Mauritania, Caesarianism, that's why the Khazarians, Caesar, Muhammad II, Khazarium. You can look it up. What?
Unrelated question.
What?
Two things. My boss just asked me, was I Moroccan?
Yeah.
And two, what is this W-4 form that they just gave me?
W-4.
Let me give it to you so you can look at it.
Well, that sounds like something. Oh, This is them trying to get you to file that you are going to pay taxes. W.
No, are you guessing?
No. This is W-4T. This is what when the mothers put that up, it's like saying that you agree to withdraw, withholding certificate. See, well, shoot, if you want to, we could, I can show you the one on the mother's page, the W-4T form, and it's this, but it's all what you want to do. Same exact thing, but it's just like what you agree to do. And, or you could just do it under a straw and wait till you more comfortable. And it's just that. Old business, guys. Old business. So when the prophet says something like old business, what does this mean? How old was this corporation around? Was it before us? How old is it? Anything new should be, if you're like building your own stuff and doing your own business and all, that's new business. There's no new business in working for people. Like that's just old business. So straws. Not saying that stuff don't work, but you gotta be adequate and knowledgeable of what you're doing. The thing about that is that everybody right now acting like they don't know what to do. Like the Moors who should know, they up there going on Sinetta talking about some 400 years of slavery. The other Moors is talking about some, get corporate with it. You got to follow the UCCs. So when it comes to the basic knowledge, people's out to lunch. But oh yeah, well that's welcome to life, so we can tax you better.
Wait till you get your check. I said, that's not giving me. That's not.
And if you peep, they gave you the window. They just offered you the window.
Yeah.
So when she like, yeah, are you Moroccan? That's the window for you to file the papers differently.
And she said she was like, you look so non-violent. She was talking about her rat. I don't want to be in your video.
No, you good.
She was just like, I'm just so happy. I like you a lot. And I'm just so, it's like, why are you saying this to me? Like, I know you don't talk to no other employee like this. Like, why are you talking about how I make you feel right now? She just like, I like you. Just gotta go on in on some of the paperwork and stuff, but
This is why we gotta be. Our Moabites have to know who they are, because it won't even be all this stuff. We go through there with swords blazing. I'm ready. I am a Moor. The Moorish paradigm will not be trampled upon my mother's bloodline. Ain't like, where your mom at? She's in the car. Go get her. Okay, I'll go get her. And then your Moabite go through there and she tear it up like it was no. What did they tell you? They told me no. I just went through there and said, is y'all really doing this? And then everything bowed down to the mother. Yeah, that's how it works. I don't know why Moors ain't where y'all Moabites at. Because like it'll be help. Y'all have help. The Articles of Confederation. Where's your Moabite? Fortress of a Muslim. Where's your Moabite? So if y'all, this is a ritual book too, spell book. This is how you spirit cook a nigga, or sorry, a dirty Moor, or anybody who's trying to harm you. This is how you drop a word on somebody's head with the invocations. Eat right, be light. Eat right, be light. Because y'all don't know what to eat. 99 names of the one God, right? That's to tell you how crazy this thing gets with how many times the law was dealt with. It's 99 different names. And then the name of the woman, you don't know none of them. The female names of it, you don't know none of them. Or the actual female name. So, now this is crazy. Because, got the koi fish out the way. We got all that out the way. Now, wait a minute. I can't do it once I'm recording. This book right here. The Princess and the Prophet, The Secret History of Magic, Race, and Moorish Muslims in America. What Europeans are doing, and people that's talking against the Prophet, they are taking his stories, subjugating them with people who try to impersonate him. Like, imagine, like, let's just take it like this. Imagine if the only person we ever heard of besides Noble Drew Ali was Fard Muhammad. But then after Fard Muhammad was out the way, they never told us about Noble Drew Ali. But everything that Noble Drew Ali did, they just put Fard Muhammad's name there. But then tied in the dirt that Fard Muhammad did with it. So it'd be like, oh, did you know Fard Muhammad opened the Canaanite temple in 1913? But he also was an infiltrator in the UNI, Garvey. That'll be like, because it was true that he was infiltrating the Garvey, but Noble Drew Ali was the one who did 1913. It's like taking away Noble Drew Ali, putting it on Fard, and then tying Fard's dirt into that. That's what they're doing with this. So remember, let's take a trip back. Remember Thomas Drew? Remember Thomas Drew? We got him in this book. The problem is that these Europeans is brazen. Hold up. You see this little circle right here? See the nose here? We're supposed to be looking at the nose. If you don't know who this is Walter Brister as Arma Satonki, a Hindu magician. I can't on this version. Now, you seen him. Wait, let's go back. You see him, you see the nose, right? Now let's go to this picture. Familiar. Now this man, you see the Prophet nose? What is different on his nose? That's not on his nose. And this dude puts a circle around it to point out nothing. Yo, wow. Y'all gotta be kidding me. The woman next to him, right? The woman next to the Prophet, Eva, right? Watch this. Watch the colored tricks that's going on here. Y'all let these Moors just live, okay? Now, I know that they say all black people look alike, but this is catastrophe. Like, they're getting, like, this is crazy. Hold up now, watch this. These two women, from the Europeans' perspective, are supposed to be the same woman. They don't even look like sisters. So now we know the jig is up. This dude is using this Walter guy, Walter Brister, and saying that he's the prophet. But the wild part is that saying that he's the prophet, but Thomas Drew is his little brother. So they make this thing crazy. But what the crazy part is about it is that all the accomplishments the prophet did that we don't know about, they're talking about them and accrediting them to this dude. Morris, I'm talking about stuff that you never even thought of before. Like, the prophet was the first so-called black young entertainer on Broadway, way before Shirley Temple. He paved the way for that little girl. What? Like, famous like that? What are you talking about? He knew Harry Houdini? What? How? What are you talking about? Then Harry Houdini was on some Hindu stuff. Y'all don't know that. Bro, in this book they talk about how Harry Houdini, Harry S. Truman, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, Oscar the Priest, they were all Muslims in this book. Yet he's trying to diminish the prophet. That's what I'm saying. Like, Moors, you can't take the prophet away. It's like the more they try to slay him, the more they make him into a real prophet. Let's deal with the story of Prophet Muhammad. Couldn't read or write, right? Was illiterate. Let's deal with the story of Prophet Jesus. Couldn't read or write, right? Was illiterate. Let's deal with the prophecy of Buddha, Krishna, Enlil, Vishnu. What's the other one? Moses. Couldn't read or write. After the angel came to him, or the Asiatic that rose him, he could speak then. He was good. It just needed an Asiatic to teach him who he was. An angel is Asiatic. There's no such thing as no Gabriel that came out of the sky. Stop it. This nigga went to a cave where it was men that was already doing that. The Hermetic text. Hermit to become studied in Tahuti's law or Hermes text, you got to become a hermit. Hermit crabs, they go into the shell and, they hide in there. They say a hermit is a recluse, somebody who don't come outside, is away from everybody. That's just somebody who's a secretist or somebody who went into seclusion. All prophets do that. Now, the bull also be saying, oh, the prophet couldn't read or write. The prophet was illiterate, couldn't read or write. Bro, the stuff that he's saying he did, though. He pulled together a group of college graduates around him to do his finances, to do his runnings, to do his secretarian work. Well, marry one of them. Do his secretary work, to teach his students and everything. Make sure his money was on point. Make sure his businesses was up to par. Did you know about the businesses? They talk about them in here. Now, why would somebody who don't know how to read or write know how to do all of that? Galvanize people. Know how to delegate like that. Know how to profit like that. PROPHET. Like that. So when you looking at this, when you're reading the story, they talk about how the prophet had a manufacturing company, a Moorish manufacturing company that was making, today it would have been making 3.2 million a month. Back then it was like 216,000 a month. You want a job? So why you think he was saying, I need your finances and need it badly? Why y'all still working for the Europeans? Why? Why are you working for the Europeans? I got this. You could come work for me and get paid for real. They paying y'all what? 18 an hour at best? Come work for me. You won't have to work in a year. No, they didn't want to do it. Everybody was like, we not Moors. We not Moors. Just like they are today. We not Moors. No, we not Moors. No. We Indians. We black Indians. My grandmama told me. That's what they were saying in the prophet's day. Just to show you how crazy this book is. Like they're trying to hate on the prophet. Mind you. They're trying to say that what he brought was not right. Wait a minute. Gotta find a good one. Because this thing goes Moorish science. According to a writer employed for the Illinois Writers Project, a program of the New Deal, one hot August day of 1925, a plump middle-aged matron named Lily Sloan set off to place a bet with her local policy syndicate. From the cool recesses of pool halls, the infrequent click of ivory balls floated out to hung suspended in the brilliant sunshine. According to the anonymous writer who reported the story, the imagined scene about a decade later, she gazed down the 37th Street where across State Street on the west side, in the center of the dusty open patch between two buildings. A little man stood on a box. He stood in a full glare of the copper late afternoon sun. Don't that sound like caveat emptor, Morris? And a red fez on his head set his whole face on fire. So he looked like Jesus. He had the face of fire. What? They're trying to hate on him, man. I can't. This crazy. It's like they're giving him set his whole face on fire. The man gesticulated to a skeptical crowd, a black streamer trailing from the top of his fez. You mean the tassel? This man don't know what a tassel is. Okay. He was brown and slender and had a little black mustache and was not at all bad to look at. What are we talking about here? Who we talk about with that mustache? We know the first one with it. Talk about some Hitler and some goddamn Harry, who whatever that other dude was, not Houdini, the one who did the funny movies. The author reported, suddenly the man with the fez called her name in a soft voice, a soft, rich voice. Lily Sloan, I, your prophet, command ye to come unto me and learn the truth and be free in the name of your Father God Allah. Father, comma, no, Father God, comma, Allah. Woo! The mother, he put the mother in there back then. Why are the European doing this? Got a copy of how it was written. Startled, Lily looked around her, but there was no one else they could have called. It was the man in the fez. The woman stumbled onto State Street in a daze. She almost did not want to look across the street, but she had to. There the sun was a huge disc of orange fire, the chrysanthemum. Morse? My gosh. Man, a huge disc of orange fire, and in front of the sun, small and slender and straight on an empty box, the man was standing. Morse. Whoa! Morse! Morse! Oh God, that's the Kukulkan. That's the Kukulkan picture. I gotta take my coat off. Yo, this is crazy, dog. We just looked at that last night. Did the box he was standing on, the sun glaring, right? Him stepping 1 foot on, 1 foot off. This is crazy.
I'm gonna say it again. Take the phone out of the
All right. He was motionless, arms stretched to each side, his body, oh my gosh, his body across on fire. Morris, they supposed to be hating on the prophet here. Supposed to be calling him Thomas Drew here. I ain't hear nothing wrong yet. Wait, he just, whew. All right, man, hold on. I just got hot. Hold up. Morris, I'm telling you, man, this is too much, bro. It's too much. I can't read this. I can't read it. It's too much. I'm going to try for y'all. I'm going to try. All right. Did I lose my space? I hope I lost my space. This is too much. Yeah, I think I lost my space. All right. Because I needed to breathe anyway. It was too much. It was too much, Morris.
Close the door for prayer.
Yeah. Oh wait, it's not even Friday.